Namaste, everybody. Hi, it's your girl Destiny. If this is the first time you come upon Destiny Forever Walks, that is my YouTube channel, then I invite you to come in, sit down with me, and watch my video. I am back, and I want to say hi to all of my subscribers. I love you guys so much. But I'm back tonight with another video, and I'm going to pose this topic as a question. Why you're afraid to take the road that's least traveled. A lot of times we see paths that, okay, there's a lot of undergrowth or there's a lot of things down that road that it's not yet being clean and whatever, and we think that, oh, that's a bad place to go. Let me take the road that's been least traveled because at least I can see my footprints, at least I can see some car tracks and tire prints and whatever. I can see people's footprints, but that's not always the best road to take. You want to take yourself away from the distractions, from all the noise, from all the activity. Sometimes it can become very emotional and very negative. So, why are you afraid to take the road that's least traveled? And that's a question posed to you out there tonight. And hey, you might want to drop your answer in the comment box below. I am back because I want to read a poem. And the poem is by Robert Frost. And the poem is called The Road Not Taken. And I have read this poem before, and I'm going to read it again. And while I'm reading this poem, just meditate on that question that I asked in my title, my subject. Why you're afraid to take the road least traveled. So, if you're looking right here, you see there's two roads, one on your right, one on your left side, the other one on your right. Two roads diverge. One road on your left side is the road that's been traveled. Everybody goes on that road. Everybody stays on that path. Everybody walks that path. Traffic, people, animals, always on that path. You look to your right side, and that's the road. That's the road right here. That's your right side. You don't see all the footprints and the car tracks and the tire prints and all that, because that's the road people least travel, because that road has undergrowth, that road has not been worn, or you don't see nothing. So let's talk about this, and I'm going to read this poem. And the poem is by Robert Frost, and it's called The Road Not Taken. And many of you may have read this poem, but I have read this poem way back when I was a little kid, and it's been a really great poem. So let's jump into this poem now. By Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I should be telling you this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one least traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And that's the poem by Robert Frost. And it's a very, very beautiful poem, but it has a very deep meaning and revelation, and you may want to Google it to get a better understanding of that poem. But people, everyone's path is different. So don't be afraid to take the path that is right for you. You choose the path. You allow your gut intuition, your conscious be your guide, the creator God of the universe. Let him pull and guide you in the path that he has already predestined for you to walk in. And this may mean that you may have to go it all alone for a while. And if so, then go on it anyway. Take the path, take that journey, because you know the Creator God said, I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you. So go on that path. Do not be misled by other people's intentions or what other people think that you should do. You go on and live in your greatness. And you find the people who are supposed to be in your life. Your family members, people, your friends, and even society at large wants you to live your life in such a particular way. And most time it's not the way, the plans that is for you, that the Creator God has prepared for you. But hey, they're living their life this way. They've done it all their life. And then everybody got to live their life just like they're living. But that's not for you. And you got to know that. And these people, they think that you should have a certain type of job, that you should go and get married, and you should live in a house with a what's called a white fence picket, the picket white fence around it, and you should have 2 or 4 kids. And you have to act like them, be like them, talk like them, do as they're doing. And most of that, my people, is desirable and in alignment with what most people's reality of life is all about. But it's not for everyone. It's not the plan and the path for everyone. That's not what the Creator God has purpose, maybe for you or you or you. I know He has some purpose for me. So you got to know your plans and your path that is chosen just for you. Because that's how society norms are created, by other people's thoughts, by other people's dreams and plans of what they believe their life is supposed to be, that everybody else has to have the same life. But my people, what if that is not for you? And you really must take that serious, because everybody else is doing it. That doesn't necessarily has to be your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be your path or the plan for you. What if you have a craving, a desire, and a deep passion for something totally different? People, your life must be lived on your terms. I mean, you can hear what people got to say, but when it comes to the end of the day, you got to be the one to know that I made that final decision myself. I made that final decision because I know that is what the Creator God has placed within me. That is what my gut intuition is telling me. Your life, people, must be lived on your terms. Now listen, if you have a corporate 9-to-5 job, then be the very best that you can be in the role that you're working your position. If you don't like your job, then guess what? Fix it. Things that you don't like it, fix it. Get it right with you and your boss or your employees. Or you can leave it. You have that choice. And only you can make that choice that you know is right for you. People, we are led to believe that the goal in life is to climb that corporate ladder. That's not for everybody, my people. But the truth is that the goal of life is to be happy. And you remember that movie with William Smith, The Pursuit of Happiness? Well, that is the goal for life, is to be happy. You are pursuing your happiness. And that may mean accelerating up the ranks in a company, that you may be striving to reach that corporate head leader of the company. And maybe your path, maybe your happiness, or then it may not be. I'm going to tell you this. Do what you want to do, people. I'm telling you, you got to do what makes you happy and not what other people expect of you. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. It's not your life. That's theirs. Others may tell you that you should do this or you should be doing that. And most people may try to be what others want them to be, or at least appear to be doing what they think they want to be. But then one day, these people wake up and they think, what in the hell am I doing? Because I'm not feeling this. This is not me. This is not my life. And you really need to come to that place and realize, hey, I'm living in another person's world, another person's reality. I'm walking in another person's shoes. Hey, what the hell am I doing in here? This is not me, and you better get out. And then you go wander and look around, and you look up and down at your life and everything. Hey, it's falling apart by the pieces. And then you ask, how did I get here? And most, they still want change though. Most people, they still want that change. And most people, guess what? They won't change. They want to change, but they're afraid to go after it. They're afraid to move upon it, to step out on and trust the universe guiding and leading them. But most still won't change though. They still continue to live in the confines of everybody else's reality, doing what everybody else is doing. But only a few will change, and only a few will, and only a few will do. My one-on-one talks that I have with my clients, people, and that is my desire and passion to help people to grow into their higher and their consciousness state of being. But listen, my one-on-one clients are people who are awakened or who have woke up, and you know what they say to me? Destiny, I want more. Destiny, I know there's got to be more to this. And the cool thing is that their definition of more is different from each of them. And when, or at that time, when they design a life, and we sit down, we talk about, okay, you give me what your ideal of life is supposed to be like, and you just tell me how and what you want to create in your life. And when we sit down to design a life plan to make what their dreams and their passions and their goals are, then they sit down and we'll talk about it. But yet I still have to help guide them through the plans while they create that new life for them. But at the end of the day, people, listen. When I say that, I mean now, at the end of your life, few things matter. But one thing that will matter is how you look back on your life. Will it be filled with gratitude, saying, this has been one hell of an amazing ride for me? Or will you be saying, if only I did this, if only I did that? Or you may be saying, I wish I had this, or I wish I had that. Which one it is, my people? Whatever it is, it will be your plan to your destination by the choices that you make every day. That choice that you're making right now, that decision that you're making, that you're changing your path and you're changing your journey, your decisions, and you're moving on a path that you know that the creator of the universe, God, has purpose for you to walk on. Make your life an adventure worth remembering. And when you finally reach your destination, then you can say it like that great legend, Frank Sinatra. And he said, I did it my way. Can you say that? Looking over your life now from where you've come to where you are today, can you stand back with your shoulders raised up high, your head up high, and you can feel totally confidence within you? And you know with all assurance, without a shadow of doubt, that your life is at your best version, at your best self, at the greatest level that you've ever reached. And can you say, I did it my way? Well, I'm going to read these lyrics to this song by Frank Sinatra, My Way. And I want you to hear these lyrics, okay? By Frank Sinatra. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I say it clear. I state my case of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I travel each and every highway. And more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and I spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall. I did it my way. I've loved, I laughed and I cried. I've had my fill, my sharing of losing. And now as I tears or as the tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did it all of that. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has naught to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows, and I did it my way. Yes, I did it my way. I did it my way. And that's the lyrics by the song, it's a song, and it's the lyrics to this song by Frank Sinatra. He's an old legend, and he's very popular, and you might want to go and look up that song and play and hear this song. It's very wonderful and a very beautiful song, okay? So my people, I just want to ask you this question again. Why are you afraid to take the road that's least traveled? It is okay, my people, to take different roads, different paths, go down the same things over and repeat the same things over and over again until we realize what fits for me, what resonates with me, what is right for me. And I always tell you, I don't care how afraid you are, I don't care how fearful you are, that's the time that you need to step out in your greatest. Because when you do it afraid, you will accomplish so much more. You're so much powerful in your fear because you're not dwelling on the fear or dwelling on being afraid or a failure. So, look at those two roads. It's time to choose. The road that has traveled by many people, because I see that people go up and down this road all the time. Or this road where I see nobody ever travels. At least people go on this road. But let me tell you a little story about this road. The road that is being traveled the most, that's the road of your ego, your subconsciousness. That's the road that we've been traveling all our entire life. The road of manipulation, the road of people trying to control us, the road that people has programmed us to believe false identity of who we are, our passions, our goals and dreams. That's the road that has been traveled by. That's the ego. But my people, the road that's least traveled is the road that we are so afraid to embark upon, because that's the road to our higher, greater conscious state of being. That's the road to ourselves, to our to away from our ego, to our higher self, to the greatest divinity ever, to the God that within us, to the kingdom of God, to the kingdom of heaven that is in us. And that road, at the very end of that road, you will see this bright light. That's the light of the divine higher power of God. But as you come to the front entrance of that road, all you see is overgrowth, a lot of shrubs, a whole lot of bushes, and you're like, hey, going down that road, you don't see no footprints, you don't see people been traveling the road, so you're fearful and you're afraid because, hey, there's nothing on that road. Don't let people fool you. There's a lot on that road. There's wisdom. There's a lot of knowledge. There's power on that road. That's finding your identity. That's finding your freedom. That's finding who you are. That's your higher, greater conscious state of being. That's where you will find yourself, your true self. That's the road that will take you out of the traps of the ego. That's the road that will close the door on the manipulation of society, the matrix systems, and all these different programs that have tied you to your lower conscious state of mind. That's your soul consciousness. That's the light of the world, that light that the universe God has placed within you. You are so much powerful and so much greater than you can ever imagine. It doesn't matter if you've never been down that road, if you can't even see your footprints when you place your foot on that road. Travel through that road anyway. And you travel with the intentions that I am going someplace I've never been, at the best place that I ever can go. And you keep moving every single part of your body, because your destination is to reach the highest state of consciousness, to find the best version of who the Creator God has created for you to be. That's your greatness. That's the light that's within you. That's the power that is within you. That is who you are, my people. You are God. And greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. So you don't have to need to be afraid, because He always said, I will never leave you, nor will I forsake you. I will be with you even into the ends of the world. Sometimes we got to get away from people. Sometimes we need to get away and get along with the divine Creator Himself. On that road that's been traveled all the time, a lot of distractions, people, all kinds of voices, all kinds of things goes on that road constantly. Too busy. You get caught up in the multitasking. You get caught up with other people's conversations. You get caught up with other people's dreams and plans. And you get caught up into a lot of other people's business. And you're riding along in the wrong car, in the wrong path, ain't taking you nowhere. It's taking you away from your higher, greater consciousness self. You are the God of this universe. You are the universe itself. God is within you, my people. Psalms 82:6. You are God's little children and children of the Most High God. People, I wish y'all can get this. I wish you could get this. Fear, my people. F-E-A-R. Fear. I always say it is false evidence appearing real. So if it's appearing, that means that it's not real. That means it's just an illusion. That means that it looks like it could be real, but it's not. So fear is an illusion, my people. Your only reality is your experiences that you go through, that you have gone through. And only way that you can have experiences and continue creating experiences that you gotta keep going in deep. You gotta keep going up against all the fears and everything that come after you to pull you back into your lower place, your lower thinking, your negative thinking, the negative forms, these negative patterns, all these negative people, these negative emotions, and this negative environment is keep running over them with your positive self, your beautiful, authentic self. And you keep your eyes and focus on the divine higher power, on that path that He has paved for you. The road that's least traveled is the road that He is trying to get you to move on to, so He can help you to continue to grow each and every day to become the best you could ever be. And that road will lead you to your higher consciousness. People, I hope you enjoyed this message, and I hope you got something out of this message today. Answer that question. And you can leave your comment in the comment box below. And the question again, why you're afraid to take the road that's least traveled. Go back and read the poem, listen to the poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken, and then go at the end of it and listen to the lyrics of that song by Frank Sinatra, My Way. People, if you're going to do anything in life, if you're going to excel and reach your higher, greater self, then you better do it your way. And you make sure that your way is exactly the way that the creator of this universe, God, has placed within you. That greater power to overcome anything, any obstacle that may get in your way. He has the power and the force to drive you straight on through it and keep you on that path that's least traveled, because that path will always lead you to your divine self, your greater, higher consciousness. It's going to lead you into the face connection with your God. So my people, I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm going to go and do some more studying on this topic, because this is a very important topic and very, very much needed topic to be really explored and looked into. So guess what? I'm out of here. I'm going to see you guys at the next video, whether it be at my house or yours. Bye. I love you, peoples. Namaste. I'll see you at the next video. Watch Destiny Forever Walks videos. Namaste. Look at that. Beautiful. I love you guys. Thank you. Good night.